Welcome back, Straight Facts. You know what it is. Zobrigante, Manny in the cut. We got an amazing artist today named Snoozy, the Sage, in the building.
Thanks for coming.
Welcome for coming. He's about to preview a little banger. Show for the people. Let's go. A little bit louder.
One day my songs will take me overseas. Someday I'ma have to get one of these keys. Spread your legs up and go run out the tea. Oh, home alone, on the throne. I put up a total load on the road, in the road, music all across the globe. Skinny fell up on my pockets, start getting weight. Told you guys I was the bomb, as I was the now it is my time to blow.
Okay, Manny, what do you think about that?
First of all, the name of the song is Mac and Cheese. Go check it out. Go check it out, guys. Go check it out.
Yeah, for sure. You have to.
So tell me, did you watch the World Cup?
The Rig Cup?
Yes, I didn't have time to watch it, but I was following it. You know?
Oh man, it was a wicked game. You should have seen it.
I wish I could, but I was working, unfortunately.
I hear you. You gotta do what you gotta do in the end of the day.
Exactly.
What did you enjoy about the World Cup, Manny?
Just, how can I say, like the environment, everybody was hype about it, like the snaps that people were doing, the stories, and I heard about the finals and it was intense, know, so that was nice. That's history, basically.
And it went all the way to penalties, so that was a real one, that's, I think, is the most highest scored game, possibly, but yeah, that's what it is. And
for sure. Can you talk to us about your upbringing as well and your first introduction to music?
Well, first, I'm Haitian, so.
Sac passé. Listen. What part of Haiti you from? Because it's a Port-au-Prince. Like, tell the people where you're from.
I'm from the north, Au Cap.
Haïtien. Okay, let's go.
Yeah. Exactly. But yeah, music, it's in our blood, like they say. So, compa,
and a lot of the things as well.
A lot.
You don't care elaborate to that, my man?
No, we good.
No.
We good. You don't understand, man.
Let's stick to music.
We good.
Yeah. But yeah, like, compa, hip hop and all that, So I grew up around that, whether it's at parties or just music playing at home.
Okay.
So yeah, I always love music, basically.
And if, for example, is there like an artist from the Haitian community that you grew up listening to the most, or is it more like a variety of music that you enjoyed?
More variety, but when it comes to rap, I'll say Wyclef, Zola. Like when I was younger, those were like the most popular like Haitian rappers.
Okay. Is that do you have a favorite song with Wyclef? Or favorite album?
That's a good question.
The Masquerade.
Hips Don't Lie. That's a classic, basically.
You like the track with
Hips Don't Lie?
Yeah.
That's good.
Hips Don't Lie.
That's an international track.
Yeah, like that song in 24 temps pour vivre, 24 hours to live.
Okay,
that's a real song,
Yes, sir.
I thought you would say some Diallo stuff.
Okay, it's all a different generation. I like that.
I got you.
Can you tell us about what made you decide to take music seriously and how you just started to record music? What got you into it?
Good question. So at first, I was just, I love hip hop in general. I grew up with the culture. But in high school, we always used to like roast each other, do rap battles with each other. And I was known as one of those kids, like if you come at like right after you, I can roast you easily. So, but later on, like towards the end of my high school, there was a poetry contest that we had to participate, and our host was on me, and I won the contest, and everybody, even my teachers, were like, "Yo, you have a nice voice. You're good at writing. The metaphors and all that. You should take it seriously." And here I am now.
Wow.
And do you still do poetry now, or it was just for that contest?
Just for that contest. Now, I read with the poetry.
Yeah,
I got you. Who were your first and strongest musical influence, you would say? And who you listen to at this moment?
When I was younger, Bow Wow was the shit.
Okay.
Lil Bow Wow.
You just don't know, right?
Exactly. You know, like when Like Mike came out, like Bawa was the shit, and all those songs, like classics, pretty much. You know, he deserves his flowers, basically.
No, he definitely put on the game for the young generation to be like a young star and everything.
For sure.
You know?
Like,
and then he also did Mr. 106 in Park. You know what I mean? So like, no, he was that guy.
Yeah,
for sure.
What's the masterpiece kid? What's his name?
Lil Romeo.
Lil
Romeo.
Yeah.
So when Lil Romeo came out,
You can't shine like me.
you
That
couldn't
this.
shine like me.
But then,
I know you were mad. Though.
what was the song?
No,
that,
no.
What was this? But what did Bow Wow say? It's like 18, make you more than your dad. Yeah, that was a diss on Fresh on My Zit. So he got him back. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Bow Wow wasn't
Like-
soft. You know, he was ready. You know?
like I prefer Lil Bow Wow, but Lil Romeo won on this one.
Yeah,
for sure.
Did his thing.
That's what's up, man. And like, how much do your current popular songs from the radio or club scene influence your creative approach when you're making the music?
So I just look at what people like,
Okay.
you know. So depending on what type beat, you know, let's say drill is the shit now, you
It's the
know.
trend,
I might make a drill beat. Let's say this type of song or like this new trend is here, I'll try to do it. You know, I'm pretty versatile, so I'll adapt to whatever like people's listening to right now.
And in the drill scene, what do you feel like is nice? Like, what is some of the artists that you listen to or your influence from, or that you take, or you try to make your influence on? You know what I mean?
Chef G,
Chef
you
G.
know, the godfather of drill, like we say.
Okay.
And later on, like a little bit after, Pop Smoke came up, and
Pop Smoke.
you know, it was it. You know, everybody tried to do drill after that.
No, I got you. Cool.
So,
How would you describe your own artist and music maker, and the transition towards your own style? I would say.
My own style, I'm more of like jazzy hip hop, you know, just some smooth rap, the type of song that you just bob your head to. and-
Sorry to cut you off. When you said jazzy hip hop, can you elaborate a little bit more?
Like I mix old school with new school,
Okay.
basically, and it's more like it's not the type of song that you turn up to. You just bob your head,
Yeah.
put it in your car, smoke a blunt, you know, just
I got
enjoy
you.
the vibe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
and what would you consider today old school and new school? Because there's different generations, right? So it's like everyone's in a different part. So for you, for your type of music that you've done and you've researched, like what would you consider old school when you're?
That I consider old school.
Yeah, because
I'll
it's
say-
from your time too. Don't worry about others. You gotta speak
Yeah.
on what you know, right?
Yeah, old school. Basically the boom bap type beat.
Yeah.
Yeah, boom bap,
boom bap,
like in the
okay.
90s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, like Wu Tang stuff like that. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. That's what's up.
I heard that you said you like the drill, and what city makes you think the best drill? Drill music, yeah.
What
New
city
York.
is the-
New York?
New
Okay.
York, yeah.
Okay.
What would you say your top three, like second and third, in your book?
Ooh, I don't really know any cities, but
Yeah.
country after like New York, it'll be like
When you say New
the
York,
UK.
would you say Brooklyn, bro, the Bronx, or
Brooklyn, yeah.
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn is more known for it.
okay, cool.
Alright.
And others, I say, Ottawa, we're pretty good at it too, but more popular maybe Toronto.
Toronto, okay, cool.
Okay. And on that note, like if you were to choose like a roster, like your starting five to elevate your music today, which established artists would you want to work with today to collaborate on your music?
Not in order, but Nas.
Okay.
You know, he's a veteran that's still alive, you know, so that would be a great accomplishment to have a feature with him.
Yeah.
Nas, Eminem,
Yeah.
Chef G,
Chef G.
Sleepy Hollow. Personally, under 3000
Oh,
from
yeah.
Outkast.
Outkast, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I love his craft.
All over Baghdad.
Yeah, I wish I would have wrote that song. To be honest with you,
That
I
song,
wish.
that song's super fast.
That's a classic.
Yeah, I wish
Nah.
that was mine. Not gonna lie, I
Yeah.
wish.
for
And
sure.
So now your last one.
That's one, Dave East.
Dave East.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
That's a great variety of artists on that list.
Yeah.
And if you had to choose one of them, like just like off the rip, like an honor to just blow up, which one would you choose out of those five?
Nas.
Nas, okay.
Nice.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with
Yeah.
Queensbridge.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with that.
That's a fact.
So,
sure.
what is your favorite song of all time, and why? Just one.
Drop by Timbaland and Magoo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
when
the hit.
when you got served came out, like everybody wanted to dance after that.
That's the
No,
hit.
no, you're not lying. That was a hit back then. I even think the BIA media producer, he used to love that. You know what I mean? Like pop, lock it, breathe in, breathe out.
really?
That was him. And you know, I can't do that. I'm stiff. But yeah, OG, you heard me? But yeah, that's what it is. So.
Yeah, you might have to show that after this.
Nah, he definitely will. He definitely will. He's gonna do a behind the scenes take. You hear me? Straight fast edition. You know?
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go. Let's go.
And if someone never heard of your music, which are the key words that you personally use to describe your music and your overall sound? You did mention earlier that it's like jazzy and stuff, and it's a hook and it's a vibe. But is there more that you want to elaborate on to that as well?
Unique and passionate.
Okay. You want to elaborate on uniqueness? Because it's not to say that I don't understand it, but just like break down the uniqueness because it's important for the viewers to know, you know? Yeah.
But from what I've heard of people, you know, I don't sound like any other rappers in my city. And yes, I might have some influence, but I'm not trying to like copy paste any of my favorite artists.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean by unique. I'm not the type of guy that usually like follow trends that much. So yeah, I'm always trying to be original.
Quick question, one, and when I was talking to you previously, you also told me that you rap in French as well, right? So I was just wondering, is your flow in French and English much different, or how? Like, what's the difference between you rapping in French and you rapping in English?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
It is different. It is different, you know, because the style of French and English rap is different in general.
Right.
The culture too.
Right.
So I'll adapt to like the French culture, and I've noticed that I rap faster in French.
Okay, that's cool. But you feel more comfortable in English?
Yeah.
Okay. And like, do you have a preference, like, in when it comes to performing? Is it better that you enjoy doing English or French with artists, or like when you're on the show?
English artists.
English artists.
Yeah.
All right.
English
And
artists,
just like another thing is like you said, like a lot of your music is with feeling and stuff. So based on emotions, like what emotion would you best describe your music? Is it anger, joy, sadness, like peace? What would you describe it as, or etc.? You can add another emotion to what you would find your music as.
Good question. To be honest, I don't have a specific emotion because I'm pretty versatile as a rapper, you know.
Okay.
So depending on how I felt while I was writing, or whatever's going on in my life or around the world, that's when I'll write something. So it'll be different, like on each songs.
Okay, I like that.
So tell us about your latest single, Mac and Cheese, and the meaning behind it as well.
The meaning behind it, like I said in the hook, pull up the mic just to bring home the cheese, you know?
Okay.
And I don't mean like robbing people and stuff like that.
That's
you know?
good to know.
No,
That's good to know, exactly.
Definitely, yeah.
And
It's peaceful, right?
kind of.
It's
Depending who
therapeutic.
you're talking
It's
to.
therapeutic.
Exactly.
That's the thing. That's what music is. It's a form of art, right? They don't take it literally, right?
Yeah, exactly.
No, I get that.
So yeah, pull out the mic to bring home the cheese. That's my way to say, you know, do what you gotta do to have what you want, you know, to get that cheese, you know, that money, that l'argent, that moolah.
I got you.
Yeah.
So your last project was The Only Child. Can you talk to us about the inspiration for the body of work?
Yeah, good question. Basically, I am an only child, you know.
Okay.
So I think that motivates me more because, you know, I'm the only child of my, you know, grew up with my mom and stuff. So it's like I got that pressure of like, you know, got to make her proud, you know, got to do what you got to do to make it. You know, and plus I'm an artist, you know, I'm not like that super smart future lawyer type of guy, you know. So with this, I'm just trying to do like as much as possible to just at least be comfortable with financially, you know, in the future.
Would you say your mom is an inspiration behind your music, or she supports it, or how does she feel about, you know, your endeavors?
Inspiration, not much. But even though like sometimes she would listen to Tupac like in the car when I was younger. But yeah, she supports me a lot, not gonna lie. Like I think over time she saw like the potential. She's like, you know what? If that's what you want to do, be the best at it.
That's what's up. Shout out to moms on that.
Yeah, shout out.
Let's go.
For real.
Yeah.
The Only Child dropped in 2021.
Yeah.
I want to know why you're making us wait so long for another hot hit there.
Ooh, good question. To be honest, I wrote a lot of songs.
Okay.
You know, so I guess not a break, but
Just keep
instead
it-
of just dropping another project, I just dropped like singles after singles, like one per month.
Okay.
That's what I did, trying to gain more fans and stuff. And definitely 2023, like a new
Something
a new
coming
EP.
up?
Yeah,
Okay, you starving?
yeah, I
It's
am.
yeah, it's
I
this
am.
time to eat it.
Like I was going through a drought,
Yeah.
but like since a few weeks ago, I've been writing a lot.
you have-
Like, I've been
So
inspired.
listen,
You know?
2023, it's coming.
Yeah, it
yeah.
is.
So there's a song in particular that you're working on right now for 2023 that's we should be waiting for.
Yeah, a song called Reload.
Can you say a little verse there?
Nah, you gotta say that. You gotta say that. No,
Keep
no,
it on the
no,
hush.
no.
Keep it on the hush.
Listen,
Like I want to
tune
keep. I
in.
want to keep the surprise. You know.
Tune in to the
Come
interview.
on.
Go
Exactly.
find out. You're gonna find out when it's
Exactly,
gonna
go
come
find
out. You
out.
know?
Okay, I got you. So what do you enjoy the most for being an artist there?
Good question. Basically, as an artist, you know, you like to create. Basically, so when I'm inspired, like when I got that flame, and you're writing, and you have like, because I direct my own videos like most of the time.
Okay.
So doing this, you know, like it pumps you up. You know, you want to do it. You're motivated, but the aftermath. You know, the results when people are telling you like, oh, you know, this song, like when I'm at the gym, I listen to it, or when I'm in my feelings, I listen to it. And you know, people buying the merch.
Oh, sure.
People,
Can you show the shirt?
Show us.
Snooze Nation, shout out Snooze Nation. You know what I'm saying?
Where can they cop that? It's not ready. It's still coming.
It is ready. You know,
Yeah.
you just have to contact me. Like I
Okay.
don't have like
Ah,
a website.
contact
and
me.
Put
stuff.
I need one of
Put the
those.
ad out. You know
Yo,
what I
I
mean?
got you, man. I got you. You tell me the size, what color you want.
I'm like,
And, you
for
know, you
sure,
have
for
it.
sure. I got you. Thank, respect.
Perfect. So yeah, like I was saying, you know, just the results, people like appreciating your work, people telling you like, oh, this song, like when I'm alone smoking the blunt, I'd enjoy it or whatever, you know, like
Yeah.
all the comments that people like give me, like it just pushed me to go further.
Okay, perfect.
And like in life, there's always good and bad, right? So what is the part of being an artist that discourages you the most? Or if there isn't, or if there is something, you could just let us know. Like, is there some struggles that you find, or just tell us about it, you know?
Yeah, some struggle that I find is being slept on, basically. You know, sometimes you feel like, yo, this, like, you work so hard on something and people sleep on it, or, you know, you don't get the love you deserve, kind of. Like, you know, like, yes, it motivates you to do better, but at the same time, you're like, you know, like, why? You know?
So you get mad. You would
Kind
say?
of, yeah.
Okay.
And do you turn that anger into like fuel? Like, do you use it for something, or is
Yeah.
it dead?
So
Like, is it
How do you
yeah?
how do you deal with it exactly?
I do with it, you know. Of course, it's good to talk about it, you know, with people, and yeah, just use it as fuel, make better songs, talk about it in songs, basically, and
And don't forget the blunt, right?
actually don't smoke. Don't let the voice fool you. I don't smoke.
Don't smoke. I got you.
It's all natural, eh? That's
Yeah, it's
it,
not
eh?
natural. You
There's
know, I'm
nothing
just
else.
a smooth dude in general.
Okay, that's what's up.
But yeah.
All right.
And then like, yo, onto that, just like, for example, you said like you hate that being slept on. So what do you do to like make sure someone was wrong to prove them right? Like, what is it? Is it you have a circle that keeps you sharp? Like, because this is important to know, because like you said, it's not easy to blow up, but you're still doing this, right? So there's a reason why you keep on doing this, right?
So what would you say to the artists out there about struggle when they're struggling out there, and when they see that look, they they're creating all these songs and they're not having the views that they want, and they feel that they're not getting the support and the love that they want as well? What would you recommend them and say, hey, like how do you keep pushing, basically?
Okay, yeah. Well, you got to look at the positive,
Right.
You know, like I'm slept on in my city, but people in Germany, they fuck with it.
Right.
People in Germany, when I look at my comments, people say, yo, why is this guy not famous yet?
Yeah.
You know, all that stuff. Or like people like personally telling me like, oh yeah, like this song, man, I love it and all that. That's like, okay, you know, like they're sleeping on me, but soon they'll wake up, you know?
Do you have that one fan that like you saw like a comment about that one, and you were like actually surprised that that person commented on your stuff?
Yeah, actually.
Can you tell us a story if you want one there?
Yes, I have a story, like two stories basically.
All right.
The first one, this guy from Texas.
Texas, all right.
Texas.
Yeah, he commented like, he's like, yo, I know this song by heart.
Oh wow.
Like I listened to it so much, I know it by heart.
Okay.
I was wow.
That's what's
you
up.
know,
Yeah,
like I'm on that level now. Okay.
Yeah.
That was good. And the other one, you guys know Preach from Abba and Preach?
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Channel
YouTuber,
appreciate
yeah.
it. Preach,
Yeah, we do.
He wasn't alive, and he said, "Oh, anybody that raps." It was like a talent show kind of. And sorry, and I did a freestyle, and at the end, he had to pick like a top 3, and I was on that top 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was like, okay. Like, you know, he's pretty much like, he's the type of
Yeah.
guy. If it's trash, he's gonna tell you it's trash. So
Yeah.
to put me on his top 3, like
That's solid. That's solid.
Which
Respect.
local artist in Ottawa you would do a duo with? Just by curiosity, there.
My curiosity.
Yeah. You like
Anyone that's dope, you know, like I'm down.
Just anyone? And I'm
Yeah.
sure you have at least 1 or 2. You're like, you know what? You know what I mean? I would. It'd be a banger if I did one. Did a song with that guy.
I'll say Nino Corleone,
Okay.
Night Lovell, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
That's pretty much it.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And
What accomplishment are you the most proud of?
I'll say, because at first, before I started rapping, like seriously, I was a beatboxer. I was
yeah.
known as a
Okay.
beatboxer, actually, yeah. So I won this talent show in my high school, and I was like in the finals, right? And after that, you guys know Festival de Montgolfière, the Hot Air Balloon Festival?
Yeah, got no, yes. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like this guy, he invited me to like open for like other people,
Yeah.
you know. Like I didn't ask or nothing. He just came on, says like, yeah, you're like, I want this guy like on my show. So I was
That's what's
like, okay, that's good. That's good.
You know what I'm gonna ask you, right? What am I gonna ask you?
To beatbox.
Take just a little something, you know, a little something.
All right, I got you. I got you. Let me drink a little bit, you know
A
what I'm
little
saying?
bit of water here, it's all good.
no pressure. Straight facts. It's
pressure.
family. Everybody wants to see you
I
shine.
got this. I got this. Ready?
We ready.
And Mike's gonna drop a freestyle.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Okay. All right. Let's go. Okay. All right. So let's bring it back to that. So obviously, I don't know if that's how you start when you shape your music, but like, how do you usually shape your ideas when you sing? You create a hit or you create a track? Like, what type of space do you have to get into?
It all depends. Sometimes I can just come up with an idea like that, but most of the time it's the beat.
The beat?
Yeah, you know, because you know sometimes you can tell what type of song it is by the beat.
Yeah,
you know, like the feeling it gives you and all that. So usually what I do, first I have like a notebook, like I just write a lot of stuff on it, you know, and another one that I just write my songs.
Yeah.
So sometimes I just freestyle and come up with something depending like on the beat or like the title of the beat.
Yeah.
And sometimes, you know, I just look for like punchlines and I'm like, oh, okay, I can use that and just go from there.
But
And
it
did you,
just felt like
sorry, man. And did you ever like take a beat that you thought was not good and you messed up? You're like, it was actually good, but the first time you heard it, you wasn't ready for it. You're like, nah, next. And then you may have heard it somewhere else. You're like, damn, that should have been for me. Or that's never occurred to you before.
No, it never occurred.
No, every beat you're always like, you know what it is. Okay,
Exactly. Like
that's all.
depending. Some of them like I skip, you know.
Yeah.
But sometimes, you know, because I look up for beats on YouTube, and sometimes people send them to me. So like when I feel it, I feel it.
Okay, so every beat you felt, it's no matter what you felt, you were successful with the tracks. I respect that. That's cool.
well, to me that just sounded so effortless to you. It just seems like,
Ooh, okay.
you know, it seems like it was sort of like is music for you the same thing, like effortless, or from what I just heard you doing the beatbox, it just seems like just you need a little glass of water and then you're ready to go, right? So I was just wondering if music is the same thing, or you actually had to think a little bit more. Or
Yeah, I have
take time. You have to take time to do it.
how would you explain that a little bit there?
Depending on the topic, basically.
Okay.
You know, sometimes it just comes easily. Sometimes I have to think, you know, especially if it's like a serious topic.
Right.
So, you know, I don't want to say stuff that's like people are like, yo, what you talking about? You know?
Okay.
So, yeah, sometimes I do research. Sometimes I have to listen to other people to be inspired. Sometimes I have to leave it alone. And like a few weeks or maybe the next month, I'm like, okay, I can finish it, you know? So, yeah, it usually depends on the song, basically.
Okay, I got you. So what do you think it's missing in Ottawa as well to help artists such as yourself to reach the next level?
What I think is missing, I'll say variety.
Okay.
A lot of artists trying to like sound like their favorite artists. And just a platform that is genuine, you know? Like, to be honest, like a lot of like pages, they just want your money. You know, they just want paid promotions or there's a lot of favoritism in the city too.
Politics,
you know? Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly, you know. So I feel like if somebody that has a big platform, like you guys, shout out to you guys, you know, too, you know, but like
CNT, that's
more,
what it is,
you know, like you guys, other pages,
Straight
like,
facts,
you know
baby.
what, let's, sorry?
Straight fat, CNT.
Shout out to you guys, basically, much love.
No doubt.
So yeah, just more pages that's like, you know what, let's do our research and I like this guy or this guy has potential, let's put him on, you know, stuff like that.
And Snoozy, as an independent artist, how involved are you in the process of your music? Is it like, what do you do to make your music come out, promote it? Like, what is your process as an independent artist? Sorry, go ahead. Yeah.
So I write my own stuff, basically. People ask me for features sometimes. And I record with Papa Quest. Shout out to you. Shout out to him.
And in terms of the marketing,
you know,
is that the hardest part for you?
It is.
Okay.
It's easy to do, but the results to have, like, the result you want is hard.
It takes time. Yeah.
Like, you know, you got to talk your shit. You know, you got to promote yourself. You got to tell people, pay for promotions and stuff like that. You know. Basically expand your music like outside the city, and you know, for people who doesn't know who you are, you know, you have to show them. Like,
makes sense.
And what are like the pros and cons of doing it as an independent artist that you find for yourself?
Sometimes, well, the pros is basically when somebody discovers you and he's a fan, like, you know, you're like, okay, like he likes my stuff. And the cons is like the favoritism again. And, you know, sometimes you might feel like you're annoyed, you know, like telling people, oh, go listen to this, you know, it might be annoying for some people, but like, you know, if they love it, they love it. They don't, like, it's not the end of the world, you know.
Like, so for you, having a manager was something that you were not interested, or it was not for you, or I'm just kind of curious, what made you decide that you just wanted to work by yourself, basically?
To be honest, I think it's just I haven't found him yet.
Okay.
You know, like I just do everything myself.
Right.
You know, nobody like proposed to be or stuff like that. So far I'm on my own. You know, I have people who helps me like Papa Quest, you know. But otherwise, you know, it's people like you guys, people like BIA Media that's like, oh, I like what you do, you know, let me expand, let me help you with it.
True. Yeah. We got you, man. Don't worry, we got you.
For sure.
If you wasn't pursuing a career in the music industry, there, what would you be right now? What would you do? What would?
Well, I study films.
Films,
I
okay.
study films in college, you know. So I feel like later on in life, I probably would work for like a TV station or maybe be like a film producer and stuff like that. Yeah.
And that's why you direct most of your films, like most of your videos, right? Because you already did the filming. You have the background for it, Well, what makes a good music video in terms of just like you being a director? What is it that you find that is like that stands out in music videos today?
Yeah, being original. You know, it's important. You know, you can't just be you in front and your friends in the back hyping you up. You know, you gotta expand. You know, like you can do just the most random stuff. You know, as long as like it's funny or like the song is good, people gonna fuck with it. That's how I feel about it.
So name me your 5 favorite actor and 5, I would say like one of your best movie in all time as well.
Favorite movies or actors? Okay.
Yeah, a couple of actors there. Your best 3, I would say.
3, I'll say Denzel Washington.
Okay.
You know, he deserves more.
But when we say Denzel, like what movies are we talking about?
You said
There's
Denzel,
much-
all
I
you
know,
need to
but
know.
what movies, man? Yeah, listen.
Come on, my God.
No, listen.
Movies. The king.
Listen, there's a lot of movies, man.
Yeah, movies.
Listen, what movies are Denzel you like?
Denzel, my
I'm
God.
pretty sure you know what I'm gonna say. Training Day.
Thank
Training
you.
Day.
Thank you. Let's go.
Training Day.
Listen.
Glory.
Okay.
I like Glory.
That's what's up.
And the third one.
I thought you were gonna say Pelican Brief, Manny's favorite movie. You know what I mean? You don't like Pelican Brief? No.
I think I haven't seen
That's
it.
a fact. It's all good,
That's
man.
an old classic.
my
That's
bad.
a classic.
It's all good.
That's a classic. That's a classic.
Yeah, and the third
Glory,
one.
The third one would be?
Third one, I'll say Remember the Titans.
That's Ace's
Remember
favorite
the
movie.
Titans?
Let's
Remember
get
the
it.
Titans.
Remember the
That's
Titans, man. Let's go, man.
Can you name me 2 different actors as well?
What about females? Yeah, let's give love to the females for acting. Yeah, come on.
Ooh, I don't think I have a favorite. You know?
No, but is there a female movie that you like an actress lead where she did her thing? You're like, wow, she put on, even if it's a TV show.
Ooh, okay.
It doesn't have to be movies. It could be TV as well.
I'll say Precious.
Precious, that's what's up.
Yeah, Monique, she did her thing in that movie. Like she was a whole different person in that movie. not
Yeah,
gonna lie.
no, that's what's up, man.
Can you do the voice?
Man, he's doing
That's
too much.
Of all your tracks that you released as well, which one is your favorite one?
My favorite,
And why as well?
I'll say Paris.
Paris, okay.
Paris, like when I was writing and I was like, okay, this like it's the one, you know.
Yeah.
And when I perform it too, you know, like people's reaction and stuff like that. Like I got other songs that does that, but Paris, I know like when people's like, oh, you rap, let me like show me what you got. Like that's the go-to song that I show them.
So that's the intro to Snoozy. That's what you say. Like if everyone wants to take one track to understand who you are, it's Paris, huh?
Yeah.
You heard that? Go check out Paris.
Do you have do you also have a favorite verse of your own verse that you?
Verse. My favorite verse.
You're like, damn, that shit dope.
Yeah. I'll say my verse on Lavish.
Lavish? Okay,
Like that verse really put me on in the city. Like I went from the kid who drops good music to like, okay, like he's a rapper from the city, he's dope and all that. Like everybody says that I carried the song.
Oh, that's what's up.
That's what's up for sure. So do you have a specific vision or goal set on your mind that you would like to achieve in the near future?
Yeah, basically I would like to still be independent and at least have like a decent income with my music. You know, live from it.
It's gonna happen. You just gotta make it happen. That's straight facts right there.
For sure,
Thank
for
you.
sure.
Respect.
And well, let me see. Like, what should we expect from you in 2023? Like, what was it? Any projects? Any movies? What's going on with Snoozy? Like, what we should expect from you?
Well, I'm pretty consistent with my stuff, you know. If I'm not rapping, I'm doing something else, or like I'm doing a feature with somebody. But 2023,
Right.
more merch.
Yes.
You know, I sold a lot this year, so
yeah?
2023, I hope like more people will want it,
Continue.
and I can sell like more stuff other than
For
just
sure.
like clothes and stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, a EP, and definitely more like music videos. Yeah.
For sure. All right, we're just gonna play a little game there, if you don't mind. That's
Yeah,
cool.
of course. Yeah, I'm
All
cool with
right. So finish the sentence for us. The first thing I do in the morning is.
brushing my teeth.
Come on, man. We heard that one before. Let's try this again, okay?
Okay.
So the first thing I do in the morning is.
Pushing the snooze button.
That's what I'm talking about. All right.
Like,
My favorite thing about OTT is.
the people.
Okay. If I could choose my last meal on earth, it would probably be griot.
Yo, let the man decide, man. Yeah, you're jumping in and trying to tell me.
It's hard. Like
trying to be a stereotypical Haitian, like, yo, eats pork. Yeah, the man has variety. Like, what's going on?
Like, it's just like griot, like, no rice,
Doesn't like no
nothing, just
bones,
griot.
you know what I mean?
No option.
Yeah, man, no meatballs. Come on, man. Come on, boss.
Okay, what would you say,
What
boss?
would
What
you
would
be
you say?
milking?
I won't say anything this
It's
time.
hard because I like Haitian food and Mexican food, but
That's fine.
I'll probably say like ziri, sauce pois,
Tell them.
Okay.
with like
That's what I just said, brother.
Yeah,
like-
let him speak. Let him speak. Go ahead.
maybe griot on the side, you know.
Okay.
'Cause it's my last meal, of course, and like banana pizza, you know, plantain.
Oh, there you go. There
So
you
if
go.
you take the Haitian food out of the equation now, all right? So which other food would you like?
Ooh, probably say like
You were saying Mexican, but
Mexican food, but like in the restaurant they call it the grande bowl, but I don't know how they call it like over there.
Okay.
You know, like it's like rice, peas, like chicken and stuff like that. You know.
okay.
Over like tacos, yeah.
Okay, cool. That's great.
See, it sounds like you can make a track out of this. Could be like a new hit, right? You know, talk about Haitian and Mexican food, make it a vibe, right?
I could.
Yeah,
I
that's
could.
an idea. So now we're gonna change it up a little bit. We just finished, tell us about yourself. So we're gonna talk about the money segment. So this is interesting. What do you think is the amount to consider yourself to be rich in like the hip hop game?
Good question. I'll say
It could be corporate rich, it could be street rich, it could be, you know what I mean? Like, what do you consider? And it could be just peaceful rich, because people don't know about
That's
that.
Bob Marley rich, by the way.
okay. I guess as long as you can pay rent like each month with your music,
Okay.
that's rich. As an independent artist.
Okay.
But like if you call about extremely rich or like you can like flex, maybe like 100K.
100K?
Yeah.
Now let's dream bigger. Let's say like, yo, you just on Spotify, you just did a tour, you're on the Rolling Loud 2024, 2023, who knows? Let's manifest it. What would you do with your first million?
Invest in the company, like my own business, maybe, Snoozy Nation.
Tell
Invest in it.
Okay.
Invest in my music, of course.
Yeah.
Sounds like Nipsey right there. Invest. Right?
We have to.
He
was spitting facts, spitting game. Right?
definitely
You have to listen. Jay-Z, Nas, and Nipsey, like they giving you tips. Not going
For
to
sure.
Who would be your top 5 entrepreneur rappers in the game? 'Cause you just
good
mentioned
one.
some
Good
few,
question.
right?
Good one. Entrepreneur.
Yeah, you mentioned Nip. Maybe we'd say
Nipsey.
that one. Okay.
Yeah.
Jay-Z,
Jay-Z.
Nas.
You
Kanye?
could say anybody because
Kanye?
they're all successful.
Does he talk about it in his songs that much?
But is he not an entrepreneur? Let's he's an entrepreneur.
Jay-Z. I have to put Jay-Z. And Master P.
Master P. Okay.
Master P.
I respect
Like
that.
independent and all that. Like you guys know what I'm talking about. Like Master P.
We definitely do.
Yeah.
And being, like you said, you're an independent artist, what is your greatest investment?
Greatest investment. Probably the Snooze Nation.
Snooze Nation. No, that's what's up. And like, what have you seen from that? Like, how's it come about? Like, you
It's
still in
been
it?
doing really good.
Really good?
I'm gonna lie, like people from time to time, like, oh, I want one. Or people's like, oh, like let's say he bought one for me. Like the next day, be like, oh yeah, my girlfriend wants one too, and stuff like
Okay.
that.
So right now it's holiday season.
Yeah.
Is there a Boxing Day special? What's going on? Yeah, I mean, because
I mean, yeah.
people want to see this.
I mean,
This
it's
is the-
cold outside, man. Get
It's
yourself
cold
a hoodie,
outside.
a sweatshirt, all
Yeah.
that stuff.
Okay, and we appreciate you for pulling up. Any last words you want to tell the audience of Straight Facts, Currency, and T? This is your moment. Take a moment to soak this in.
Well, as you know, go follow Snoozy the Sage, YouTube, Instagram, Spotify. Go stream my stuff,
Can you do me a big favor, brother? Before we leave here,
Yeah.
can you do one more of that beatbox you just did? One more. Let's finish it with a bang.
I got you.
Bang. That's my guy.
That's what's
Hey,
up.
if
And
you
just
can't
got
find a
one last
manager, you got
question.
me. I got you. You got me. Look.
Okay, listen.
Respect.
One last question, just from the streets. I just heard it from a mic right now. Why do you have a Pink Panther as your profile pic? I'm just curious. Why is the streets want to know? Why is that?
Being original is important.
Tell 'em.
As you can see, I don't wear the do-rag properly. You got to stand out.
So first and foremost, how are you supposed to rock the durag? First and foremost, because I think that's fine the way you wear it.
Right?
Fine.
I mean,
It's fine. It's fine.
Fine?
Right?
It
It's
is
fine.
fine.
It's
It
normal.
is.
You know what I mean? Does it fit your head? Yes. Does it do the job? Yes. What else do you need?
True,
You know what I mean?
but-
like people out here trying to be extra, like tight
No
it
comment,
too tight.
no comment.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Look at that man got lines in his forehead over there. You know what I mean?
No
Like, yo,
comment. We good, we
trust.
good.
Just feel if it's on, it's on. You know what I mean? Let's go.
yeah, but like, who else but me you seen rocking it like that?
Yo, G, listen, we can't say this on camera, but yeah.
Okay,
I'm just saying, like, yo,
Okay.
that's not the first time I seen that stuff, but it's all good.
Okay. Well, yeah, basically,
You know what I mean?
you got to stand out.
Yeah, for sure.
And I feel like, how can I say?
Yeah.
I don't want to say he's like a
I mess
spiritual
with it too.
animal.
I mess with it. I mess with it.
Good.
Now you gotta believe it. You gotta believe it,
bro. I'm messing with
You never know.
He's about to take that off and let me run that
never know.
shit.
Next thing you know,
That's fine.
next thing you know, everybody now that was rocking it like this.
Currency and tea, baby.
And that's what's up. Respect on coming, my man. Let's go, man.
Yeah.
Straight facts. Let's go, man.